Previously on the Dosyonkos podcast.
But I think you were underwhelmed because your expectations were too high.
Super high.
I think your expectations, not even high, they were just like, I don't even know. They just were, I don't know.
Bro.
Expectations were just not.
Bro, my expectations were as high as Grandpa Zodiac on the Dragon family. I was coasting in the stars for a little bit. And welcome to the Dosyonkos podcast. It's your boy, deion Chopper. You my main man, Sammy Vince Smoke. What is up, fam? Oh, and Woodson's in here.
This man Woods in the frame too. Look at the smoke. Oh,
yo, he threw the hands.
OB, put the paws on me.
Oh man. So this week we got the weekly recap, our news segment, Between Two Walls, and we're going to be discussing Rising of the Shield Hero because the boy really needed to get into that after I watched the first episode, and I felt so angry. As you know, then you have to watch the rest of it. So
we'll talk about the anger that show gives me.
Big facts. You know, on a side note, though, on a sidebar, how did you like the intro to
Bro, the intro of the last one is too funny, bro.
I was like, this is perfect.
It's too fucking good. It's like legit just a blooper that turned to gold, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking gold.
It is so money.
Whoa, that shit is weak.
So yeah, you want to kick us off, man? Tell us about your weekly recap, fam.
Yeah. So my weekly recap, I just been playing catch up, to be honest, because I fell off on so many anime just trying to watch new shit that I didn't finish it. I was already watching. So I started catching up on Fire Force. I'm like 2 episodes from finishing season 2, and we all knew it was good, bro. And it wasn't a thing where like I stopped watching it because it wasn't good. I just was watching other things, and as soon as I went back into the show, it still was hitting the same exact way with the plan in the Nether, trying to blow up the Nether, and then them fucking like destroying that shit. Maki coming in, even though her brother's being a dick. I hate her brother, bro.
Yeah,
I hate him.
Big bro's being lame, bro.
When he's talking shit to Lieutenant, he's talking smack, and Lieutenant is just straight face, like, bro, pay attention. Like, we're on a mission. Like, focus.
Yeah. Dudes are getting off, bro. That was crazy. People were getting straight.
Bro, what got me was, I don't know the guy's name, but he was traveling with Tamaki and Juggernaut. The guy with the 2 eyes, he had the Q hair and the machine gun, and he was wilding.
Yeah,
he got his head cut off. Bro, that shit caught me off guard.
It threw me off. So that one threw me off crazy too, because his eyes are made for that. He can see people's thermo signatures, and that's what made him dope. And it was funny that they gave the reference that he's so forgetful that he forgot that he was actually a second gen. He won the thing. He won the non-gen.
So funny.
That was comedy. But yeah, no, that shit was crazy.
That shit is wild, bro. And yeah, that was crazy because like you don't really see that. Like they gave my man a real moment. And as soon as it was over, you didn't even get to breathe with his coolness, bro. Like they didn't even let you breathe with how cool he was, and they offed him instantly.
Yeah,
like, that shit was crazy. But he was never meant to be a character for long. His character was literally only there to move Juggernaut's character forward. That's literally his entire purpose, was to move Juggernaut forward.
Yeah. I think it's to move Tamaki forward a little bit too.
Tamaki also.
Yeah.
But Tamaki was more of what happened to Juggernaut makes Tamaki move forward. So not like what happened to the other lieutenant, like the senpai who got killed. Like that affect Tamaki, but not as much as Juggernaut, like getting her, protecting her directly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because of that, like Tamaki grows.
I was just say, I didn't know Tamaki's body was that strong. Like,
yeah, she resisted fire. Like I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I don't know if they said that before, but like she has like a high resistance to fire, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I guess like it would make sense like if you were controlling fire and it stayed on your body, like you would be resistant to it. Because like it's not like Shinra where like Shinra shoots fire out of his feet. Like she has like fire all over her, like her ears come out like it's a tail, and it's like on her constantly.
Yeah.
So like you would otherwise we'd get burned, you know what I mean? So like it makes sense that she has resistance. It makes sense.
That does make sense. It's like a body. It's kind of like the tailed beast form in Naruto, pretty much.
Right.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely what it seems like.
Yeah.
That shit's
So,
crazy.
I'm glad that you got there. I knew you would love it. Like I said, Benny Maru keeps coming in
And I'm waiting to see what Benny does because Benny, last thing I saw was he's training them. So I want to see like what he does now.
Bro, he does literal everything.
He's always sick, bro. He's always sick. Like there's never a time where Benny's not cool as hell.
I think I haven't seen a character's design that awesome in a long time. Like,
bro,
and
I think it's the eyes, bro. I don't know. It's his face just looks so dope.
But he looks dope. His skill set is dope. His powers are dope. His training style is dope. His
demeanor, everything.
Like
this shit is so funny. When Shinra shows up, he doesn't say a word. He turns around, swings at Shinra. Shinra dodges. He goes, "Oh, you dodged it. You probably got stronger now." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, like no, that's what I'm saying. And that stuff is great.
He turned around, swung on him, and like, "Oh, you dodged it. I guess you're kind of strong now. I guess you're okay." Like, bro,
jeez,
come on. Not even a hello.
Right?
Not even a, how are you, Shinra? Like, what's good? Nothing. Nigga threw hands instantly.
Quick. Unrealistically, just. And you know who he reminds me of? Have you watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you have? Oh,
yeah, I have.
He reminds me of the one captain in there, the Fire Alchemist, the guy who snaps.
Yeah, Mustang.
Is it Mustang?
Yeah,
is it Colonel Mustang?
Colonel Mustang?
Dude, he was his design was really cool too, and that's why I was like.
He has one of my favorite scenes in all of Full Metal Alchemist. Sidebar. This is like my favorite in the entire show is when spoilers for this show that came out like 10 years ago. But when Hughes dies and they're burying Hughes and it's him and Riza and he's like, it sucks like it's raining right now, and then she's like, it's not raining. He's like, yes, it is. And he's crying because Hughes died. And it's just them two, not in the rain. He's like trying to fake that it's raining because he doesn't want them to see him cry. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm even thinking about it right now. It's so good.
It must be raining right now.
Amazing.
That's raw.
And then she's like, it's not. He's like, yes, it is. She's like, yes, sir. And then she just knows what he's doing. It's so good, man.
That sidebar over that. If you haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood yet, please go and check it. That is great.
We might have to do an episode on that, bro. I might have to do a rewatch of that shit because
I would honestly. I was thinking about it.
Good. It's so good.
And mini sidebar. The reason why I remembered it was because someone said, I forgot the brother's name. I want to call him Aang, but it's not Aang.
Who? Ed and Alphonse.
Is it Alphonse? But
Alphonse,
which one's the one with the metal? Is that Alphonse? What's the other brother's name? Ed.
Ed. Yeah.
Okay. I always forget their name. I always remember Alphonse, and I want to call him Aang, but I know that's not it. Aang. Anyway, yeah. So
Al and Ed.
Al and Ed. I saw a TikTok where someone was like, "Yo, Ed doesn't even have alchemy. He just has a power of hands. This man came through with punches to everybody. He didn't summon shit." He's like, yeah. I was like, that's true. He really just had the metal arm. He goes, he even punched the ruler of truth like in the face.
Yeah, he did though.
He goes,
Alphonse was all about the hands though. Even though he would do alchemy like occasionally, but he would just be punching niggas in the face.
Yeah. And they was like talking about how Ed like punched open the door to go like talk to the bro. He's like, he punched the god of truth. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Ed does not care.
No cares
with a metal arm and just like you're the metal arm, metal legs, big.
Got him.
Fucking niggas up.
Oh, so yeah. There's that.
Our Force was good. Yeah, that shit. And I've been catching up on Jujutsu Kaisen. Like I'm on episode.
Out damn time, bro. Spirit gun, spirit gun.
So good, bro.
Yeah.
It's actually so good. Like I don't even know. It's just I can't even explain why I like it so much, bro. It's hard for me to even put into words right now.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is just I don't know. Itadori as a main character is fucking tight. Like Gojo as a teacher character is so tight. He might be my favorite character in the show right now. Gojo Sensei, that man is he's too sick.
Do you know what I was gonna say about that? Like, so this is also in my weekly recap, and I wanted to bring this up. So we got to probably one of the sickest fight scenes in the series coming up.
Itadori against this guy Toto or whatever.
Yeah, Toto.
Because
but
I know I met Toto, but I know he's gonna come back and fight somebody, and I assume he was gonna fight Itadori. I knew it. I assume he's gonna fight the main character, obviously.
But it's Toto and the panda. The panda has probably the best fight scene up to date right now. Yeah. Ooh, it gets busy. So once again, TikTok scene. If you don't know, I'm on the TikTok wave. I saw the designer. Someone's like panda. When they imposed that over his fight scene, like
that's fire. That's fire.
Oh dude. No, that the whole series. But I think I feel the same way you do. Like personally about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
And I think what happened is it reminds me of this game Legends of Runeterra. It took like a bunch of card games and it made it like they took like the best parts of all card games and made it into their card game. So like Jujutsu Kaisen to me is they took the best parts of a lot of animes and beautifully crafted it into one anime. Like Itadori is great, the animation is great, the way they set scenes, the way the music comes in, the way they animate a fight scene, the way they animate a death scene, the suspense. Like tell me that man's did you see the scene what you just said his name, the nice eyes boy, the one that Gojo. Did you see that scene where he fights the cursed spirit yet?
Oh yeah, and he opens the domain or whatever.
That's the infinite void.
Yeah.
It's just like
it's crazy.
Oh, are you kidding me? What kind of animation and the styles they use? They split between multiple styles, and it's just like perfect. It's just like perfect.
Yeah, it's dude. I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to say anything bad about that series right now.
Yeah,
because every episode I'm watching, I'm like, that shit was like a 10 out of 10. Like, I don't see. And like the only thing I could say that it took a little long to get going. But like that's a lot of shows though, so like that can't even be a fucking fault. You know what I'm saying?
But it didn't even feel like it was that long because they dropped a lot of stuff early too.
Episodes. Yeah, and it was a lot of stuff happening, but it didn't seem like it got off running until that. Like I don't know, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, I remember saying that early too. I was like,
"This good.
Like, this hasn't picked up yet." But then now that I think about it, it's like an appetizer.
Running crazy, yeah.
They gave you like a taste. They showed you what the cursed demon did, and then they showed you how strong Gojo was, and they showed you how strong Itadori is, and you're like, oh man, like, but they're not doing anything, and you're like, now once you get to where we are now, it feels like
school, and you meet like other students, like I don't know, the student who has the cursive words,
that
is sick. I want to see him use it once, but that shit was crazy. I was like, yo, so he just speaks and they just stop? I'm like, what?
But you'll love it. This isn't like a spoiler or anything. It'll just help you understand that. And like that's why if you got to this point, you would be like, wow, this is insane. So with the cursed words that he uses, it has a rebound effect. So the stronger word he uses, the more damage he himself can take from the word he uses. So he has to be careful of what words he uses against people, because if it doesn't work, it can rebound and hit him. So it's also like dumb strategic. Yeah.
That's so crazy. He can't just be like, die.
Yeah, that's what they said. They're like, you could say that, but it might affect him too.
And he might die. Oh,
yeah.
That's fucking lit, dude.
So they're like, he has to use words.
It makes, because then otherwise you just be like, she that, and then everyone just die over and over.
Yeah.
People just exploding.
Right? Nani? Boom.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, damn, that's lit.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the other students too, because like we've seen, like obviously Itadori has cool powers. Like his power is cool, even though we haven't really seen it yet. Like the fact that his punches are like 2-tiered is like his punches once with his regular strength, and then the cursed energy pops up after is lit. And then we seen the girl with the nails, like I forgot her name, the girl with the nails. Then we seen the dude with the demon dogs, like.
Oh yeah, I have their names pulled up.
I forgot all their names.
I'm so terrible with names, but it's Nobara, Nobara, Kugasai, Nobara, and Megumi.
Chick, right?
Yeah, and Megumi.
Megumi is the dude with the
wolves.
Kid. That just reminds me of Food Wars, bro. Like if I'm saying Megumi, I think of Food Wars. I don't think of that. I don't think of that nigga, bro. I'm thinking of Todoroki from fucking Food Wars.
Yeah, and it's like
his name is really Megumi. That's a chick name, and he says it in the show too. It's like they can't believe they call me Megumi.
Dude, there's like I said, the show's a comedy. Everything that comes with it is just so perfect. I just feel like you can't beat it. You just can't beat it.
Right now, I think it's out of the new anime that came out this past season. I think the top one.
I agree.
Like out of ones that are in the first season and just came out, like I don't hear anything else making kind of noise like this shit does. It's crazy.
I'd have to. I mean, other than Attack on Titan, but that's not like.
Yeah, but that didn't even come out this season. Like it's the final season that came out this season, but like it's in the fourth season. Like it has a running fan base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like it's gonna be way more popular than a brand new series that just got animated for this first season. You know what I mean?
So I'm down with it. So if you ever watched that, please go check out our episode about Jujutsu Kaisen if you want to kind of get your feet wet, and then please watch it.
Yeah, watch that shit. It's just fucking good. That's it for my recap. I think One Piece manga still fucking fire. The fight against Kaido and Big Mom still going on, still going strong. Yeah, it's fucking heat.
Yeah, I was so to like delve off onto that. So pretty much my weekly recap was the same. Black Clover, I mean, you get to meet the new arc started, and it's ballin', and William Vengeance, it gets yeah, it's I don't know, man. It gets busy. It gets busy, bro. It gets busy real quick. Yuno comes through. He gets busy, and everybody's getting busy.
Cheater ass.
Yo, he got clipped, bro.
Really good.
He needed it, right? But he was cheating. But you hear some crazy stuff for why Yuno's a little busted, and then the Dark Triad people, which is like the new arc called the Dark Triad. It's like three devil power users, and it's nutty, and they just fucking bust his ass. Like one of them, the like not even the head dude, like not even main man's, like the little bro comes through and just whoops up on Yuno.
Damn, he's tight.
Dude, it was the saddest scene ever. It was hilarious because it was one of the out of here. It's the most respect I've heard for a character ever from a villain. So this motherfucker is fighting Yuno, and Yuno comes through with this like new powerful move, right? Okay. And goes right at him, and the guy looks at him and is like, and he's like this. He's like, I can go to 80%. This is me at 40. You are strong, and that's why I'm gonna have to go to 50. But just to let you know, there's still levels to this shit. Like, and he let him know that he's like your
compliment ever. Like,
yeah, he's like, yo, you're strong.
You push me to 50%, I guess.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna go 80 on you. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, he's like, we're gonna turn it up a notch, but
not all the way though.
Yeah, we ain't getting there. Yuno was salt, bro. He was like, damn, clip.
Of course. Yuno's cheating ass probably doesn't even deal with defeat like that. He's probably so mad. He's probably right now.
He was not feeling good, bro. I'll just say that. So Black Clover's new season, new arc. It's nice. I like it. I like the buffs that people got. One Piece, yeah. Odin's the background dropped in. That man is a legend. How did they beat the Roger Pirates, bro? Like when you see, like it seemed like Roger just went through and picked up like all the like OP characters of all time and just like said, "Yo, come kick it with me." And they were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come kick with you." Odin fighting the mafia at 8 years old, and then like settling it because he incited a war against them. So they're like, "Stop, please." Then he turns 16 and tries to swim in the ocean to leave. The first time he tries to leave Wano, he's 16 and he swam back.
Swim away.
He threw a boulder, a mountain-sized boulder, into the river to change its course, which caused a flood. What is going on? This guy is OP. He's beef too. He's like 17 feet tall.
Yeah, he's huge. Well, we know like some dudes in One Piece are built different. Like look at Whitebeard and shit. Like,
but he's really there. But he's really built different.
Yeah. He built different at age 1. He like swung his nanny. Like as soon as he got burned, he just showed it through it.
Yeah,
boom.
That was funny. It showed him with the perfect form too, like just on her neck, dude.
Wow.
Yo, as a personal trainer, I do want to shout this out. Out of all One Piece character body designs, Odin has the nicest calves of all anime characters. He got some beefy calf muscles, bro. Like everybody had these chicken legs, like little skinny legs, and yeah, Odin got quads, bro. He never missed leg day.
Trunks, bro. That shit is crazy.
I put some respect on that. We be seeing people like Katakuri and stuff like with the big upper body, little legs. Like even Kaido got beefy.
Frank is a prime example.
Yeah,
Frankie is enemy number 1 in that shit, bro. Because Frankie's chicken legs are so small compared to his massive, massive upper body. Like, god damn, this shit is weak.
That is hella weak. And his little hand too. Like I love how his hands are so big now that he has to have a little hand in his big hand.
It's just
dude. So yeah, One Piece popping off, holding it down for the squad. And Odin is Odin, man. Odin's Odin. Sir. I'm just ready to see how they're already talking about connecting people and stuff, and yeah, I'm ready to see what pops.
People you see in like this is crazy. Like you see like all of Whitebeard's crew, like you see all of Roger's crew, like you see it's like the first time you actually see like Roger's crew like in entirety, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, has it been explained his whole crew yet, or is that still like unknown
I don't
information?
know if I think Oda has said it. Like he's given them like names, but like I don't know if they've had like Oda boxes and like fully explain like what they do and stuff. Like you're gonna see them during the flashback, but they're not gonna all like get names. I think, even though he has names for them.
Yeah,
like we know a few already. We know like obviously like Roger, Rayleigh, Scopper, Gabon, obviously like Buggy, Shanks. Like these people were on the crew, but like we don't know like the obscure motherfuckers, obviously.
Yeah, so like he has to have more people.
It's tight seeing his fucking crew, bro.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. So that was pretty much all. I was eating my ramen and watching that, and I'm like, yo, Odin is so damn powerful, bro.
Just like, wait, and like the way he introduces like himself is so sick. Like at the funeral for his friend, and he's like eating Odin like on his friend's like burning body to show his respect. Like it's fucking insane. But he's like, oh, the guy liked to eat, so I'm gonna eat with him one last time. Like his logic is wild, but like it makes sense. Like he's like, the dude we like to share a meal together. So like for my final respects, I'm gonna share this meal with him, even though he's passed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, but for a goal like that, it makes sense.
Yeah, and everyone was like tight that he was doing that, and then they heard him say that. Yeah, no,
they can't stop him.
That's what I'm saying. Who's stopping this guy?
No one.
He has 2 swords too, which is dope. If you have one sword, it has to be extremely large, like Hawkeye.
Like, that's a spoiler. I don't know if they said it yet, but he has his own style. Like, it's not 2-sword style. It's Odin's sword style. Odin's sword style, bro.
No way, really?
I swear. It's fucking tight. Like, he made his own, like, style. Imagine Zoro being like, Zoro sword style, onigiri. Like, what? That
He did though, right? There's no three sword
Nah,
style.
he isn't. Well, he doesn't call it Odin style. He doesn't call it Zoro style. Like we don't know if anyone has used three swords yet.
Yeah,
But like Odin specifically has his shit named.
but
Odin style.
he wouldn't name it that though. I don't think
Let's
Zoro
go.
would name his Zoro style.
Go.
That sounds like some Usopp stuff right there. Like,
Facts. Dude, it's too sick.
yeah, I'm
I
hyped.
can't wait for the rest of the flashback, bro. There's just certain scenes that I can't wait to see get animated in this flashback, bro. There's certain I just can't wait.
So yeah, that's pretty much that's my recap right there. I really don't think I've actually watched anything else. I've just been it's so much. There's just so much. Attack on Titan really been just like messing with my emotional state, bro.
Of course, that shit is gonna be the death of me. That show will be the death of me soon.
Well, anyway, shit, then let's kick it right off, yo. Between Two Walls, it is our segment where me and Sam talk about what's going on in the Attack on Titan universe, aka Between the Walls. So
Yes, sir.
this week, bro. Oh, so the episode just dropped. There's a moment of silence right now for
we
Shorty.
can't start at the beginning. We have to just jump around and talk about everything.
Yeah,
because
so let's just give a moment of silence for
Oh,
Shorty.
my
Yeah.
God.
Okay, we're back. Damn, bro.
R.I.P. to our favorite potato girl, man,
Yeah.
Sasha. R.I.P. to Sasha, bro. All right, so let me just say, like I was saying earlier, they kind of telegraphed this in two ways that Sasha get passing. One was they did the ultimate anime trope. Was the first one is when Connie grabs Jean and Sasha and tells them, "You guys are special to me." That's trope number one. When a character says that to other characters, they're probably one of the other characters is probably gonna go.
Yep.
So that was telegraph number one, and I didn't even catch it. My homie, shout out to my homie Hoodies. He caught this shit in the chat. He was like, "Yo, one of them is gonna die because Connie just said that," and I'm like, "You're probably right."
Yep.
Sure enough, she gets got. And secondly, if you notice, she is the only one of the scouts who's not wearing a chest plate. She's the only one not wearing a metal chest plate. The singular one.
Yeah.
And they tell you this because when John is doing his whole Sindure thing and he's like, "Don't hug me with hard armor," they pan to Sasha and she has no front metal plate because she was the sniper, I guess. So she needed to move, I guess. I don't know the real reasoning. But she had no plate. And she got shot in the chest.
That's I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I thought
brutal.
I thought she was gonna die. The moment she shot the two people.
You think so? And
yeah,
Gabby saw her?
and Gabby saw her.
Yeah.
And like not I hate to say it, but Gabby is about that action. So the moment I saw that, I knew that if Gabby got in a room, that would be the first person she would shoot at.
Yeah.
Like she wouldn't just shoot in the crowd and hit like a rando.
Right.
She would aim at her.
Right.
And you kind of saw that when she rolled, she like stared her deep in the eyes.
Yeah.
But then again, once again, dude, this is the other thing that pissed me off. So I'm sorry if I'm gonna go on a rant here, but who's that idiot with the red hair who we hated in the second one? Flock?
Yeah.
Dude, that guy needs to get off. They should kick him off the joint. He started like singing and yelling, and she goes, "Guys, be quiet." Remember that? She's like, "What?" Like
and
you don't
she's like, "Oh, didn't you hear that sound or whatever?" And then they're all cheering or whatever.
Yeah. Yo, Sasha would have heard that.
She did hear it.
Yeah.
She didn't know what it was. She did hear it. That's
but everyone else would have heard that if that idiot didn't start that.
Yeah, and it's
so he got her killed. He got her killed. Because they would have been chilling. They would have been paying attention.
Mad people to blame though, dude. There's so many people to blame for this shit. Like we can't sit here and play, even though I love Hobo Eren. Hobo Eren is like has risen to like one of my favorite characters. Like he's honestly up there with like Yusuke and Luffy now. And Soma, like he's like broken my top 5. Hobo Eren. I love him to death. We can't sit here and play like he has no part in this.
No,
we can't.
He doesn't have any part
because
in that moment, bro, Flock screwed us over.
bro. It's the way it seems like how they're treating Aaron is that Aaron went rogue. He went to Marley by himself, and he was doing this plan without their full support. First off, when they get him, they immediately lock him up and they arrest him.
Yes.
So, and then it just makes it seem how like he didn't want to wait, and he was tired of like waiting for the scouts to move. So he dipped off Dolo and set this thing in action because they know that anytime Aaron's in trouble, they will spend all the resources to get him back. And they've done it multiple times. And he knew they would do it again. So if he didn't go rogue and seemingly do this plan by himself, Sasha wouldn't have died. Because I don't know if John or Connie says it at the end of the episode. If he didn't drag the scouts into this, Sasha would be alive.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, like I want to blame Gabby because Gabby pulled the trigger. You know what I mean? But we can't sit here and say that Aaron had no part in this. Yeah. Because he did. And it's because it seems like he went rogue and did this whole plan Dolo.
Yeah, because Levi instantly snapped his neck with a kick.
Hell yeah.
And then he told him that he looks like he has that face of the underground people that he despises so much.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
But we knew that though, because Aaron seems to have no passions now, like no emotions. He's like emotionless. It's a type of thing where he's like just cold, cunning, and like it's crazy.
I do think it, like I'm saying it again. My prediction is I think this like the memory leak of the Titans is what gets him, because every single person who had the attack Titan was just like cold, right? Like, so like what if he has the memories of Owl just killing countless people?
Of course, he probably does.
So it's just like he sees this all the time. Like it's like because he alludes to it. Like you notice how he was in that like psych ward for a little bit, and he's just like talking to Falco about how life is, you have to do things, and it was like very like mundane and upsetting. It seems like this boy Aaron has just been like, since he got the ability of the Titans like that, it's just flooded with just nonsense of just bad feelings. Like his pops was like that too. His dad was just like that. Towards the end, he was just, this is my son. We're gonna go. Don't follow me. Like, and it was, you're gonna do that to your boy, like straight up. Okay, like you just gonna do what you have to do. And it just seems like the attack Titan in itself, is like that. And it seems like Reiner's character is more like, I guess, not, I don't want to say like emotional, but a little bit more caring. Like even when Reiner was in his, like, he wanted to do stuff, but he even still has second thoughts and he saves other people all the time. You know what I mean? Like it's in his character. So like, does Falco catch that? Does he actually become the armor Titan? Then does Gabby become the attack Titan? Just saying.
I don't know. It's definitely crazy because, like, I know I said this earlier, like even in the trailer, I'm like how Gabby gives me Aaron vibes, and she still does with the thing she said, how she's gonna kill all you island devils. The same kind of thing Aaron said when he was leaving Wall Maria in episode 2 or whatever. I'm gonna kill all the Titans, shit like that. So they have a similar demeanor, but I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy.
It was a crazy episode, dude. I don't know.
It's crazy. And like I said, like we can't, like I hate Gabby's guts. Like I fucking hate her now. But I can't sit here and pretend that Aaron is blameless.
Yeah.
And dude, we know Aaron is not in the right state of mind. Even like now that he has all the memories and shit, and he's like passionless now, but we knew like he wasn't emotionally stable because of how he processes death. And we see it again in this episode when they first tell him Sasha dies, he starts laughing. And the same exact thing happened when Hannes died. He started fucking laughing because he doesn't know how to process the shit.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't know how to process it. He's just laughing. I hope they bring it up. I hope they address it in the show. And so someone can understand that Eren is not all there. Because how could you be all there with all this shit he's seen? How could you be?
Yeah, like how
You
many
know what
of
I mean?
your like close comrades got murdered? Just like
Exactly. Your
Yeah.
mom got eaten in front of you. The guy who saved your life got eaten in front of you. Like all the stuff you see,
Yeah.
not even that's just your life. And then seeing all the past atrocities that other people have done, like your dad, Kruger, all this shit, bro. How could you not have a couple screws loose?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like he also saw all this whole scout squad that when he was chilling with Levi, that squad that they all became friends, that they bit their hand together.
Yeah.
And then they all died, dude.
Yep.
In front of, and he felt like it was his fault.
Mhm.
So it's just, at what point do you just see so many of your friends just get off that you just don't care anymore?
I'll just do it myself. Like I don't. It's crazy, and I don't even know if it's a thing where he doesn't care anymore. I think he's just numb to it, and the only reason like he even had a reaction because it was Sasha. If anybody else got shot, I don't think Eren cares. Well, not care. I don't think he reacts that way.
Yeah.
But because it's Sasha and he has that memory, when he asks what her final words are, and he has the memory of when he says that, oh my gosh, bro. Like he wouldn't react that way if it was some fodder that got killed. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Only because it's Sasha that he reacted that way. Even though he seems to have no emotions, it still got to him.
Yeah, going back to that statement you said earlier about the trope, here's another one they did too, which we kind of knew it was Sasha, because as soon as Coney grabbed Jean and Sasha's hand and they brought him on, I think it was Coney who said it, but Coney goes, "Hey, we made it through another one, guys."
Yes.
You know?
I'm glad we survived. I'm glad all of us survived or some shit like that. Like,
it's like we survived another one.
Saying that shit, come on, bro.
Yeah. He was just like, he was trying to get someone killed. Like, if superstition was a thing. Hey, guys, I'm so glad none of us got shot in the heart on this last excursion. And wouldn't it suck if someone got shot today? Man, I'm so glad that no one came through with a rifle. Like, he just shot one of us.
Oh my God.
He was literally pretty much saying it the whole time.
That shit was pain, bro.
Yeah, that was huge pain. I feel like it's so weird. I feel like that was what the whole episode was about, and like I don't remember any of the rest of the episode except for
the episode was like there's a scene. Well, obviously the beginning starts with Reiner trying to fight Eren and getting obliterated in 2 seconds. Like, just remember how hard a fight with Reiner used to be for Eren. Now look at it, like. Man died. Man bobbed the one punch, hit him with a hook, and Reiner was finished.
Busted him, ripped his jaw off.
It looked like he was Tyson. He said, "Boom!"
Yeah. I want to take that like to under like a little bit more close speculation, because he was trying to grab the Jaw Titan, so maybe he wasn't.
He did do his job. I don't think he was trying to really fight Eren. I think he was trying to get Gilliard back. Yeah, which I think he did his job for sure.
He needed to.
If he was trying to fight Eren, he's not winning. He's not winning. Once Eren gets a hand of the Warhammer, he pulls his sword out, shing, Master Sword.
Please, yo, Eren with a sword. If Eren gets a sword, I called it. I am ending the podcast. Literal exact words. If Eren can get a sword, it's over. And he got a sword. Like
that. Yeah, I don't know. We're not even fully sure if he has the power, but I'm pretty sure he does.
I'll be hella hype if the Warhammer Titan, because it says you can build whatever you desire. If Eren just becomes a scout, like as a Titan, he gets like the ODM gear. He's just flying through the. He just be flowing through.
He's just fucking flying.
Yeah, that's just what he knows. He's
like a Titan scout. Just
yeah, that'd be so sick.
That'd be crazy. That'd be next level, bro.
That'd be big fights like that. That if they animate that somehow, I'm crying. Talk about a reaction video, crying like content. I'll just call you up and cry like on your.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's too good. Like, oh, like that. I think the Sasha thing is the main thing of the episode, bro. That's like the main fucking thing.
Yeah.
And like Gabby, there's also a really good scene with Falco and Gabby before she goes off, where she's like, why did this happen? They attacked us randomly. And now that Falco understands,
Yeah, he
he
knows.
he goes, it's revenge because Marley warriors attacked them. And Gabby doesn't understand, like she's so past reason now that she doesn't even acknowledge what Falco says in that moment. She literally drives right by that shit.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like a weird like moment.
Because if she stops to think about it, she'll realize that she's fucking wrong. But she has to play that she's the hero in her mind because it's the only way that's keeping her moving forward. And this is what's been moving her forward. Because her whole thing was that she wants to be this good Eldian to make people believe that the Eldians in the internment camp are good people.
Yeah.
So she needs to be the hero of her story. She needs to be. So she can't have Falco burst her bubble with the truth. That's why she didn't listen to this guy. You know what I mean? She literally drove right by it. He goes, it's revenge because we attacked them. And he knows. Falco knows. He saw Reiner say it from his own mouth.
Yeah.
Why did my mom get eaten? Because we broke the wall. He heard him. So like, I don't fuck Gabby.
And that's the wild thing is like Reiner talked to Falco about being like Gabby's savior, and Gabby like acknowledged that for a second. She's like, "How do you know they're telling the truth?" And he's like, "Because Reiner said that."
Yeah.
It wasn't. He's like, "Aaron didn't say that. Reiner said that." And she was just like, "I got to do this thing."
You see it?
Yeah.
Like, no, like, I didn't either. And she left. Like, what? What do you mean?
Did you see it,
bro? Like, you're so like.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like, she's so past logic and reason now that anything he said to her in that moment, she wouldn't have heard.
Yeah, and then when they were tied up, she was like screaming. Yo, Falco just to me seems like the perfect like person for the storyline because he's so, as a child, he's so logical.
Yeah,
and he's not angry. Like, you know, he's people got killed, but he's still not mad. He's just like,
because
why
he
is
understands why. Yeah. He understands the why now.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He understands the why, and even before he knew the why, Falco was questioning everything. He was questioning Marley, like, oh, so our dad's like the warrior. He was questioning all of that.
Yeah.
So he's the perfect person to give the information to because he's the one who's gonna use it correctly. He's not gonna be like Gabby, like, fuck that information. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
Like, he hears what's happening and he acts accordingly. Like, why is this happening? Oh, I know why. Because we did the thing first. Like, we went there first, trying to fuck them up.
Yeah. And that's just it's just nuts. Like, it's so the whole buildup of that episode just and then the cliffhanger at the end with Zeke,
bro.
Dude.
So there's two veins of this thought. So I need to ask, which one are you? Are you in the camp of this has been Zeke's plan the entire time, or he recently betrayed Marley now? Because when I watched it the first time on my stream, me and Lion were kind of on the camp where Zeke had been the plan from the jump. But now I'm kind of leaning towards that it wasn't the plan and Zeke just betrayed them now. He cut a deal with them now because of what he says, that he wants to save all of Eldia, all the Eldians. And he knows that the Eldians in Marley are only safe because they're useful to Marley now. Once they're not useful to Marley, they're expendable. So I think that he's trying to set up a place where all Eldians will be safe. And that's why he cut a deal with the scouts.
It's tough. I think
weird.
beyond, like, upon first reaction, I don't think that this has been a long drawn out plan. But I think it's something that's been in the making, that maybe he connected with Aaron earlier, because like you said, when he was sitting at the table with the generals and he like raised his hand to ask him a question, and they were talking about how other nations are now becoming so strong where they don't even need a Titan anymore.
Yeah.
And they're like, our war power is dwindling. So I
Yeah.
feel like I'm in the camp of he noted, like, because I don't think Zeke's stupid. Like, I really don't think he's stupid. I think he's probably one of the smartest people in the show. and he's like, wow, they're just gonna kill us because they don't, like you said, like they can't use us because we're not a war power anymore. So there's no use for us anymore.
Exactly.
So we're just gonna get genocide or whatever. So he was talking, probably linked up with Aaron. And Aaron's like, and he set that whole joint up, like the whole, because he talked to the guy and like,
Right.
so maybe he's just an insider. After they had like that cigarette on top of the thing, I think that's when it all started, and that's why they wanted to listen to his conversation, because they assume that there's a spy in the group,
Right.
and I think they already had preconceived notions of it. So I'm with you on that second camp.
Yeah,
like,
I think so too.
It's like,
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
Now. Yeah, because like when I was watching it the first time, like it's just crazy to think that like this was the plan the whole time, that like Zeke, because like the Ryan was saying that the reason that it might be a plan the whole time is because, say that Grisha and his family got found out, they would have sent the entire family to paradise. You know what I mean? The whole family. But by Zeke snitching and them, ratting them out, they don't send the whole family. Zeke is able to stay in Marley and do things there, become a warrior, and then do things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be.
It works both ways, but I don't think they did it that way. I think it's a thing where Zeke realizes that they're expendable now because their war power is diminishing, and he has to find a way to save all the Eldian lives. And by cutting a deal with the scouts, he's able to do that. That's what I think.
I think that it might have been in his plans to save all Eldians beforehand, and that's why he wanted like the founding Titan to become like powerful to stop the Marlians.
Right.
But like then he couldn't do that because obviously Aaron and I should say Aaron because Levi's the truth. So he's like, yo, there's a Levi on Paradise. I can't be there.
Yeah,
so
facts.
We gotta work something out. And I think I'm with you on that. But that was crazy that happened. And my question is this. Was the person with the beard Armin? Or
no,
is that a different
Armin? It's a different person.
It's Annie then.
No, it's not Annie. It's somebody else. So it's somebody from Morley. It's a Morleyan, because they say that like Peak noticed who this person was, and it was a Marleyan soldier who went to Paradise during the 3 years, and they know the ships got destroyed or whatever. She was one of the people who were on one of those ships, and she came back and was wearing a fake beard to like play it off as she was a different person.
Okay.
But she's one of Zeke's followers. So she works for Marley.
Okay.
So it's going to be a thing where I think there's going to be some Marley people on Paradise now who are like working to take Marley down. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like a mix.
That's going to be a sick mix-up, bro.
Yeah, that whole mix-up of that being Armin was crazy, bro. That was a mix-up right there.
I'm not going to lie, yo. Armin's face when he went Nuke Titan, just that hit me in the heart. Like to even go back to that scene.
Armin's facial expression in this episode also make me sad.
Yeah,
he just looks depressed, bro.
Yeah,
and like I'm not sure why. Like I don't know. We don't know what it is. Like if it just because of what happened with the Colossal. Like we don't know if this is his first time using it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or using it in a way that kills people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like his body count shot through the roof after that shit. You know what I mean?
It was high.
It could be a thing where that's messing him up now.
Yeah, and he saw a dead kid. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, not even a dead kid. Like the kid was on the brink of that. Like he was still alive.
Yeah,
that could have got him.
So yeah, man. What would you rate this episode?
10,
like
12.
12?
12 out of 10. Like the only thing I could take, I give it 11. I take 1 point away for Gabby being a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
I'm gonna give it the solid 10. Even though it's a sad 10.
Fucking
I'm gonna give it a it was the most perfect episode, but it was just the most saddest episode ever. Because now I don't know where they
Shit.
go from here.
I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Like it seems like this Marley arc is over. So like, what's next? Are they preparing for like? Because they said like they have some time before like the world has a whole attack on them, like a combined attack on them.
Yeah.
So is the next thing just that they're them preparing for that? Like, what is the next move? Like, you're right. Like, I don't know what they go from here.
It's just like it just seems like they got Aaron back. They got the Beast Titan. Now they have 6 of the 9, 6, 7 of the 9 Titan. They have 7 of the 9, right?
Yeah, the only ones they have are they have the Marley has 3: Armor, Cart, and Jaw.
Okay, so they have 6 of the 9.
Yeah, so our team has Beast, Female, Attack, Founding, Warhammer, and that's it, right? 5?
And Colossal.
Oh, Colossal, you're right.
Yes.
Sheesh.
Ooh, they picked up some numbers, boy. They
picked up some skills, bro. What? Picked up a Beast Titan and the Warhammer? God damn. And without fucking Reiner, he would have got the Jaw Titan back too.
Yeah. They would have been.
I don't know if Aaron would have eaten Gilliard. I think he would have just captured him and given to somebody else.
That was true.
I don't think he would have eaten him all. Like, imagine Aaron having like 5 type powers. Like, if he has Jaw, Attack, fucking Founding, and Warhammer. Like, come on.
Bro. OD.
Like, how would that even work? Like, how would he be able to even like get the Jaw? Like, would he just like be able to like get the mask now? Like, what does that even look like?
That'd be fire. Aaron with a mask like Spawn.
Like, he gets a mask with the new like teeth, and he gets claws instead of the fucking fists. Come on.
Or he gets claws and the fist and the sword.
One of in each hand. Come on. He got claws in one hand, the knuckles with the sword in the other. Come on.
Oh my god.
Just pulling a Luffy, punching with the sword hand, just boom. Yeah.
On a side note, I will also throw this one out there. If Aaron makes a pair of nunchucks, that would be lit. That'd be lit. It just seems like that would be the type of weapon he would use, bro. Like, he wouldn't use a sword. He would just get straight down and dirty with some.
That shit is tight, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, I rate. That's good. I rated 10. So you want to get into the Rising of the Shield Hero?
Hell yeah, let's talk about this shit. I want to hear what you think about this shit because we already know my thoughts, bro.
I think it's amazing.
You already know my thoughts. It's so good. It's so different. It's like different than any other isekai I've watched. Like it's kind of like Sword Art, but like dark Sword Art. I don't know.
So you want to drop us off with a synopsis of this?
All right, yes, I'll give a synopsis. All right, so the synopsis is we follow a main character, Naofumi, Iwatani Naofumi, who is from like regular Japan, and he goes to this library. He opens this book about these 4 cardinal heroes or whatever, and then by opening this book, he gets transported to this world where these people are summoning people of these heroes. So he gets summoned to this world and becomes one of the 4 heroes, the Shield Hero. And it's basically just him trying to be the Shield Hero, fight off these waves of catastrophe that are like destroying the world. He fights these waves off, and then he just here protect the world, basically. But it's just the whole story is just him dealing with everything in the world, and the world is fucked.
The
world is fucked.
It is.
So it's just him navigating and moving through all this fuckery. That's the whole story. him navigating his way through all the fuckery.
Yo, it is. The opening was beautiful. I loved it.
Man, the song is really, really good. The opening song is really good.
Oh man, it's flawless. And episode 1 just has you on Team Shield Hero, like
instantly.
Like, to start it off, like when they all came there, the one dude smart, the guy with the guy with the sword? I can't remember. One of there's 2. The guy with the sword and the guy with the bow are super smart, in my opinion. But the guy with the spear,
spear guy's ass.
So spear guy's ass. But he was the first one to say, "Hey, who's the face on the something yen bill and found out
yeah.
that all of them from a different dimension.
Right.
So they were all from Japan, but
like a different Japan, like a different, like alternate, like it's crazy.
so he was like, "What?" So now Fumi has never played an MMORPG.
Yeah, he never played this game before, like this kind of game before.
Yeah, but everybody else has. So
Yeah.
because it doesn't exist in his world yet.
Right. Yeah.
So they're like thrown off. And he's like literally trying to figure out how this works.
Yeah,
Everyone already
everything.
has like a leg up on him. So like you get into a scenario where not only is he considered the weakest of the four heroes, he's also behind on game skill and knowledge.
Yeah.
So he's already behind with quote unquote the weakest ability, and now he doesn't have the knowledge behind it, which is also insane. So like that was a sick start. Like that was just sick to like be like this man is leagues behind these other three.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
and then it gets worse,
and it just goes all downhill, bro.
Yeah, dude, they just this boy so
it just goes fucking downhill, bro.
Like, why are they doing this boy like this? And
you figure out like why the king like feels this way towards the shield.
Yeah.
But like you can tell that like he just doesn't fuck with the shield in general. Doesn't matter who it is. Like he's necessarily like he doesn't hate Naofumi because he's Naofumi. He hates Naofumi because he's a shield hero. You know what I mean?
Shield hero probably smashed his wife, and that's why he's
probably.
Hey. Nah, it's crazy, man. Like, yeah, he's gets the BS pulled on him after he's so. And that's the thing. Naofumi's character is kind, warm-hearted. That is what you get. And
they turn this man into something he's not. That's what I like the most about this shit. Is that Naofumi's character, he's not like any other main character, bro. He's not a good person. He's not. He's kind of a dickhead. But you realize that he has to act this way. He was put in the position where he has to act this way.
Yeah.
Because he can't trust anybody now because of the events in the first episode.
Yeah. And like the rumors and stuff, people treat him worse.
Yeah.
So it's like, even when he was being nice, people are still treating him bad. So he was like, why am I going to even be nice anymore? Like,
exactly.
I have no money. No one's helping me. Right. I can't live out here if I'm nice to people. So I might as well like threaten to kill you to get 2 gold.
What I want.
2 copper. So
exactly.
Move through my day. He goes, you're not going to treat me any different. So I might as well be a.
Exactly. And like, I guess we just say why he lost the faith in like no one likes him. So like, when they all get called, they're making parties or whatever. No one wants to join Naofumi's party because he's the shield hero. Everyone thinks he's weak because he only has a shield. So no one wants to join his party besides this one chick, Mine. We hate her guts. We'll say this from the front.
Yeah, hate.
Up top, we'll say before we get anything, we hate her guts. So she joined Naofumi's party. Naofumi doesn't know anything any better. He's just happy to have somebody in his party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going around, leveling up or whatever. The day ends, they go to the inn. She's trying to get Naofumi to have a drink. Naofumi does not drink.
Can I pause you quick though too?
Yeah.
So before Sammy gets into this, so we also have to explain that, like we said before, Naofumi has no understanding of MMORPGs and how they work or what they do.
Right.
So she's like using his money to buy stuff for her and like buy everything, like
armor for herself and shit. Like
like expensive swords and like Then okay, now you can. So like,
and even after he got like less money than everyone else, she's still out here using his shit to buy stuff for herself. So so that shit happens. They go to the inn. She's trying to get Naofumi to drink or whatever. Naofumi's like, nah, I don't drink or whatever. I'm cool on that. So he dips off to go sleep. Then he comes to find out that all this shit's gone, stolen, and he's getting arrested. So he goes to find out once he's arrested, and now they're saying that Naofumi sexually assaulted Mine when he was drunk. And we, as the watchers, obviously know that's not true because Naofumi didn't drink.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they set the man up from the jump, set him up. So now
OD.
They strip him from everything. They take his money. He has no armor, everything. And now the whole kingdom thinks he's a rapist.
Yeah.
When we know he did nothing wrong.
And the worst,
slightest, bro.
And the worst part about that is she was like, you can't have a drink with a beautiful girl. And he goes, I owe it to you because you were the only person to come to my party and I really appreciate you. But right now I can't. But in the future, when we become stronger together, I will take you up on that offer. He was just like, so it was like the break of his sweetheart, like
exactly
kind-heartedness, bro.
He's such a good person in the beginning, and these people break him. That's the thing. They break him. They turn him into a bad person
so quick
because of their actions. So that the first episode ends and he gets exiled from the kingdom with nothing. No party, no money, no armor, nothing. He gets exiled. Like, after that pilot, how could you not watch the rest of the show?
That's what I said. The pilot?
Like, how could you not? After seeing my man go through this fuckery, how could you not just...
It's just like, as your captains say all the time, if the pilot doesn't pull you in, you gotta be wary. This was like...
You gotta be wary, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my, I need to see what happens to him. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I need to know what he does. Plus, the pilot was longer, so I think that was another plus. Was it like 48 minutes or 50 minutes? So it gave you a good.
I really like. Yeah. I wish more animes would do that. That's really sick. Like, I didn't even notice when I was rewatching. I'm like, whoa, this is a long episode. I realized, like, oh, it's 48 minutes. That's fucking lit.
Yeah, I was watching it in bed. I'm like, wow, this seems like it's been going on for a long time. I'm like, are these hour long? And I was like, oh no, it's just this first one.
The first one, yeah, that shit's so sick, dude.
Yeah, and you know what? And so beyond that, so like now we know like he gets screwed, and then once again, the next 2 episodes, he gets the slave girl, which is a demi-human, Raftalia, and that's a whole cool story. And it goes to show his kind-hearted nature again. Like, he's going through, he has enough money to buy all the powerful demi-humans and make them his slaves, but he goes to like the one that's about to die because he knows his powers can help her.
Right.
And he's just like, oh, I'll take this one. He's trying to act like he's just like keeping her as a slave, but like, in all actuality, you know, he picked, like, it showed the scene selection on that, like we always talk about. It was like a close-up of his face when he heard the noise. He's like, what about this one? Oh, you don't want that one? He's like, no, I'll take that one. It's cheaper. But it's like, no, it's not. You felt some type of way.
Exactly.
That they're treating this person terribly.
And like, and it shows like the Ralph Talia begins to like chip away at like the wall he put up. He was forced to put up by the kingdom. He started chipping away because like even I think it's episode 2 is that like Ralph Talia is a demi-human. How demi-humans work basically is that like as they grow in level, they get older. So like when she's like beginning, like when he first gets her, she's like a kid because she's low level. You know what I mean? So she sees these kids playing with a ball or whatever, and she looks at it and she wants it, but she knows she can't ask Naofumi because she thinks she's a slave. She assumes she's a slave. Right now, but Naofumi's not treating her like that. And then he knows, he's like, oh, do you want the ball? And she's like, no, it's okay. And he gets it for her.
Yeah.
He buys her the ball. You know what I mean? So you can see that, like, he's the kind of person to people who are cool with him or who he feels like deserve it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you even get to see that with the shop owner he gets to become friends with because he starts being cool with the shop owner, the weapons guy, because he starts dealing with him more. He realizes he's not a bad person, the shop guy, and they become friends. So
and I think it's
that like he's cool with people who are cool with him.
Mm-hmm. And I think the shop owner was cool with him too. I think Ralph Talia, like, honestly helped his character.
For sure.
Because like the shop owner goes, oh, you have a slave now? And Ralph Talia was like running around all happy and like buying stuff. He's like, can I get this? And he's like, yeah. So like the shop owner was like, oh, he's not treating her like a slave. Exactly. So this guy can't be
as
that
bad
type
as
of,
everyone says.
Because I've seen how like, you could tell that he's seen how people treat slaves. And he's like, oh, like, are you trying to keep this girl as a slave? And she's like, nah, I'm kicking it with my man's. Like, He
Right.
he helps me. Like he's helping me. Like I'm not. I was like when she said he gave me the tasty snacks. Like I was like,
Yeah.
that's so funny, bro. I was like, that's so funny. Yo,
That shit is
so
funny as hell.
so that was lost, and even then he's still getting treated poorly. Then they have the duel, and then he gets the wave, right? The whole wave. He does way more than everyone else saves a whole
Way more.
village.
Way more.
And then they're
Exactly.
like, yo, we're not gonna pay you.
Yeah.
He's like what that? Oh, because of the battle. Well, the battle cost 300 silver, plus you lost the battle, so that's 200, so you actually get no money. And the guy's like, nah, yo.
Yeah, the bow hero, thank God, the bow hero.
And the
Like,
sword
we
hero.
don't like the spear hero. Like, we don't like any of them. Like, I don't like any of them after, like, the shit that happens later on. I'm not a fan of, well, I will say I'm not a fan of the bow and the spear. The sword, I'm on the fence about because he's not an idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think their prowess is good, but
Yeah, the sword is okay. So, like, I don't know who says it, but like they're like, yo, this is not fair. Like, he definitely helped out. Like, he should get paid.
yeah.
And then that's where, like, all right, fine, 500 silver. While everyone's getting like 500 gold and shit like that, he's getting silver. So
Yeah.
still doing with the fuckery. Still doing with the fuckery. Still.
And they said like they're like, nah, that chick cheated in the fight.
Yeah.
And we saw it, and you can't be playing us like we didn't, because we're, I was like, yeah, that's facts. Like, thank you. And now Fumi just didn't care. And then like I said, Ralph Talia, she is such a solid like side character who's like a main character. She was just like, all right, Malfumi, let's go. We don't need like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like he was about to just like let it off in there. She was just like,
yeah. He's about to let it off, bro.
And Ralph Talia came through with the calm pace.
Yeah, she's
Just
like,
like-
we don't need these niggas. Let's go. And he's
Yeah.
like, you're right. Let's fucking go.
I was like, damn, Ralph Talia, golf clap for you, shorty. That was crazy. She just had that poise.
She offsets his, like, I don't even know, like, his, I don't know if it's anger or just, like, his emotions. Like, she's able to reset his emotions because, like, right now, I don't know if you've met Philo yet.
Yes, Philo. Yep,
Yeah,
I'm there.
Okay, you met Philo. Yeah, so they're the only two that he really trusts. So, like, they're able to, like, really reset and ground him when he starts to lose his person. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
When he starts going down the, like, dickhead dark path to fuck these niggas up, they bring him back. Like, nah, that's not who you are.
Yeah.
Like, go back to who you are. So they're the only two who can reset his emotions because he doesn't fuck with anybody else besides those two.
Yeah. Yo, Philo's raw, homie. Philo's crazy.
Philo's sick. Hell yeah.
Yo, I've only gotten to, I watched up to the episode like 6, so we're at episode 6, which is like an essential like 8 episodes because the first 2 are pretty lengthy, I think, right?
True, yeah.
Philo had me dying when she was singing that song. I don't know if you can remember it, but she's like walking. She's like, "I gotta win, Gust, and I pull the cart."
Pull the cart and shit. That shit is so funny.
And I pull the cart because Master says so, and I will kick. And if I see the nasty spirit guy, I'm gonna kick him in the head. Like she was like offbeat, not even rhyming, just like
singing. It's mad happy. It's so funny.
Talking about she even hates the spirit guy with us. If I see the spirit guy, I'm gonna kick him in his head. Like
she can't stand him because the guy's a creeper.
And he's a cheater because that's how Philo got beef, right? Like because she won the XP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was race and he was cheating and then they still won, even though he was cheating, they still won. Like, bro.
Yeah. OD. Philo, man, yeah.
Philo gets saucier, bro. There's some cool stuff with Philo later on.
I hope so. Because she's a special one, right?
Yeah,
she's a queen.
Yeah, she's the next. She's a potential queen. Yeah,
that's so like. I love how he's getting these like small humbles everywhere, but but like that was like the thing too that we were talking about. Every single time he's trying to be bad, like there's something I always say like doesn't ground him, but like bring him back.
Yeah,
like, he can't be mean to them.
He can't,
and he wants to. He's like, oh, you're just like. You're a good investment, so I have to keep you around. But like realistically, then Ralph Talia's like, Master doesn't mean that. Like, like like
he knows. He's like,
just
be a dick.
Yeah. So it's like every time they put him in this darkness, there's just that, like, they gave him something that he can't be in the darkness about. And it's
Right.
like he wants to. I was like, that's such a good, solid base for a show. Like, it's just so good. And then the last thing that I wanted to speak on was his shield. I didn't notice it until this episode, where, like, at first, like, you know, he was like putting things in, it was like sucking it in and becoming a part of the shield.
Yeah.
But like when it was the first one, there was like a little couple branches, right? And it was so symbolic to me. Like the beginning, there's like 2 branches, and now it's so huge, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
But it's also how it is in like the show. At first, he had nothing, and then like the town became friends with him, and then the shop owner became friends with him. Then the town, then the witch,
Yeah.
then the guy gave him the traveler's pass.
Token. Yeah.
And then he met with a traveler token merchant, and now his branches are growing.
Yeah.
And isn't it just like weird, like how his shield is doing what he's doing as a person?
They're both like expanding in the same way. Like as he's putting materials in his shield, it's the same thing of like by him meeting new people, he's just getting new connections and being able to like navigate better around this world way better than he did before, because he has friends now. Like people from the military are like, we want to fight with your party in the next wave because we saw you save our village. Like you're valid. You know what I'm saying? So he's even getting people from the kingdom who are like, nah, we see how you move and you not the same guy they told us about. Like you can't be the guy you can't be the one. Like there's no way you did that. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. It's like there's, like you said, the army. Like even the army people, like they saw the head just like, oh, you guys are gonna die, and they just left them. And they're like, they looked at him like, you're funny, dude. Like, and then the shield heroes like fighting to save everybody. And like you said, the soldiers didn't go unnoticed. They looked at him like, all right, yo, this man's moving right how we want to move.
Right.
And our head, our leader, it's moving funny.
Yeah. Mad wonky.
Yeah, so we're not dealing with that. Like, and so it's like the symbolism, everything, and just how we still don't understand the full power of his shield. You know, we get like small glimpses of like things that are happening, but like I still don't, like, I'm sure you've seen it, but I still don't know what his shield can really do.
Like I've seen he has some cool like skills later on, but like they don't even really fully explain it until way later. Until like the season is about to end, like they finally like explain, because like we said earlier, he doesn't understand how the MLs work. So he doesn't even know how his weapon works. Where like the other people, they have prior knowledge, so their weapons work differently because they know how it should work. You know what I mean? So once he gets that knowledge, he's able to really find out like how the shield actually functions.
That's so sick.
Yeah,
I'm so hyped for that, bro. I'm so hyped for that.
Fucking lit. It's just like, and when stuff gets better for Naofumi, it's so satisfying because of you see all the shit he goes through. Like when he comes out the other end of the tunnel, it's just so satisfying because you saw all the fuckery he had to deal with to get there. You know what I mean? So it's just so good.
Jeez,
it's so
man.
good.
I'm not even mad, man. I'm not even mad. I really am sad that I put this one off for so long, but coming back to
it flies under the radar a lot, though. Like I feel like a lot of people haven't watched this one.
Well, I think it gets overshadowed by Sword Art Online a lot, and like we've reviewed Sword Art Online, like that's a S tier anime for the first half.
Yeah,
but this, up until right now, I can't say that it's S tier because I haven't finished it. But these 6 episodes are A+. Like nothing about the first 6 episodes have made me want to stop watching it.
Yeah.
So
this is an anime season. Well, I can't say the series, but this season 1 is a season where like it's hard to put down because you need to know what happens every episode because some fuckery is happening and something is pissing you off and you want to know what's going on.
Yeah, it's really emotionally connecting.
Yeah, for sure. Like the drama, like it's easy to get super invested in the drama that Naofumi has to deal with. And that's the main draw, I think, of this. Like, oh yeah, the fight scenes are cool and like there's cool animation and shit like that. But like the drama and like just the stuff that he has to deal with is just like it just makes the shit so good.
Oh man. So what would you rate it?
Well, I've seen the full season. So the full season I give like a 9.5 because I'm thinking about right now, there's not many things I don't like about the series. Like I hate some characters, but I feel like they're meant to be hated. You know what I mean? Like they're written in a way for you to not like them.
Yep.
So I don't know if I can give it a perfect score, but it says close. It's like 9.5, 9.7, somewhere around there. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
As of right now, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where it's at.
Right.
Like it could get worse. The first 6 episodes, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I was like hooked by the pilot. I really loved how his character development is building. I like his team that he's building. Yeah. I like the way the scene selections are, the music, everything is decent, and the animation is good. And it's kind of corny at some points, but it's not like a terrible corny. It's pretty funny. So
yeah, I definitely think it's funny sometimes for sure.
I give it a 9, a solid 9 on this one.
Oh, yeah. So, I agree with that shit.
You heard it here first, folks. First 10 episodes, aka first 6 episodes, Rising of the Shield Hero. Your captains give it a 9, and I think that is safe.
Yeah,
so,
it's fucking good.
You got anything else you want to drop for the fans?
Nah, that's it.
That's it. All
right. I'm tired. Fuck Daddy. Rip Sasha.
Rip
That's
Sasha.
all I gotta say. Rip Potato Girl, man.
Rip Potato Girl. My heart.
I know. Sad.
So that being said, you know what time it is. If you guys have any questions, concerns, please tag us in your social media at Dosyonkos. Use the hashtag Dosyonkos. If you want to get a hold of us for any business inquiries, please email us at dosyonkos@gmail.com. If you want to get some of the sweet merch that we have, go to www.activegamerfitness.com/shop. You can get hoodies, tank tops, crew necks, t-shirts, all types of things. Mugs, we got it all. So if you want to sip some coffee while you listen to us, pick up a Dosyonkos mug. Other than that, last but not least, I always almost forget to say this. If you want more direct contact with your captains, please join our Discord. It will always be linked in the description, but we are very active in here, and we also have a lot of stuff to offer. Sam does a lot of YouTube content where he'd be dropping some good stuff, so please come in here, check it out, converse with us if you have any questions, and other than that, have a great day, everyone.
Peace.